What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. And I cannot talk today. I've been out in the cold all damn day. It has been a long one already, but I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. Got a little lunch break here. Got a little time, about 5-10 minutes, to talk about the updated cap space. That's right, you sickos. I checked it earlier this morning. I was like, please, God, don't let anyone else post about this. Now, I know everybody wants to be a cap wizard now that I started doing this the last few years, but I've seen a lot of the comments, a lot of the people, oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. Look, man, you don't have to guess. You don't have to wonder how things work. I'm here to tell you literally how they work, and I will guide you the way to the light, baby. Do not let the media get you twisted. We've got cap space, a lot of cap space, so we're here to talk about the new cap hits that we know from the new signings, the new contracts, all that great stuff. I will keep you up to date with all of the new cap hits. I will show you who is missing. I will show you the cap hits. I will show you everything you need to know, as I do each and every time that we get a new update here. So don't listen to anybody else out there. Everybody wants to be me now, and I truly find it hilarious. And I've been seeing all your comments. We only have 15 million, 20 million. That's great, but understanding how the cap works would go a long way. So if you just listen, you will know that it is definitely much closer to 30 million. So let's take a look at these cap hits here. And Josh Sweat, he was restructured, dropped that $10 million cap hit to around 8.07. Then you got Oren Burks, only 1.5. Tyler Hall and Rick Lovato, 1.035. And then PJ Mustipher, not even affecting the cap with $927,500. So, ladies and gentlemen, just missing a few here. And look, there have been reports on CJ Gardner-Johnson, on Devin White. We've talked about that. I know how much money you save with Jake Elliott and Brandon Graham, and we have talked about those things. Paris Campbell and Will Greer, I do not know. But until these numbers become official, I am not putting them out there because that is what everyone else is doing, and they do this every year. They get confused with all the numbers, get lost. I'm only going to show you the numbers that pertain to the cap space I am showing you. So these numbers are not included there. So going to need some new numbers. Move some of the things might go up, some might go down. Brandon Graham saves you like $200K. Get a couple mil from Jake Elliott. Now the rest are going to cost you, but the thing that gets people gripped up is they always take the cap hits and then just subtract it from the cap space. I explained this, and a big shout out to Chris, who gave me a shout out on Twitter last night about how I taught him last year how this works. Everybody always is taking off, this cap. That's not what you do. You replace them with the bottom player. So if we're missing, 6 of these guys, obviously 2 of them are already on there. The money just changes. So 4 players have to replace the other 4. So that's about 4 million right there that, you're subtracting from their total cap hits. So usually each year I do a show where I break down the math. I show you how that's done. You guys can go to, prior years and check that stuff out. But everybody now is a cap expert. Everybody wants to do this stuff. They watch my shows. ESP, I finally taught him how that stuff works, and he just continues to make stuff up, but whatever. So we're taking baby steps here. We're getting people to understand how the cap works, but it's still chaos out there. So I'm only going to do one show of that where I break it all down, but I tell you about it just like I do each and every year. So you sickos that have been tuning in, you know exactly how this stuff works. But look, I will continue to update these things when they're actually on the books. Yo, my man, Chris, let's go. Just gave you a little shout out a second ago. Really appreciate that, man. And look, I don't ever need praise. I don't need it. All I need people to know is where this is coming from. Who is teaching, the media, the other content creators, how this stuff works, because I want to get paid to do this. And it's an unorthodox way to do it, but I don't care, man. I'm building on the road to victory the way I see fit, and, teaching people how things actually work. That is key, man. And I really, really appreciated that, Chris. Cannot thank you enough for the shout out, the kind words. I'm doing my best here to, all I want is for us to be the most educated fan base. We're already the most passionate. We already love our team, but let's not look like idiots because Dan Cilio and ESP are out here spreading misinformation and every other content creator just wants to follow them. No, let's actually learn how these things work, and then you can go do this stuff by yourself. You will know, hey, wait a minute, this is how this stuff works. And yes, I am indeed. I'll be back at it here shortly, so cannot go over 10 minutes here, but I ate something quick. I'm getting my lunch break in. You guys, you mean the world to me. So I was getting all that stuff. I'm going to show you here. And I literally, I was like, I hope nobody gets this stuff out here so I can put it out. But yes, I have it here for you. So $33 million, $999,616. Let's go. And I apologize. I am all stuffed up here. I can barely breathe. But dude, you can see 33.9. Now, here's a list of all of those cap hits we talked about. We talked about Dickerson, how his money changed. Talked about some of these, Albert O coming back. So it's not just the new cap hits. You see Mann and Lovato down there. So I try to show you everyone what changed here. You can see the offense, defense, special teams all separated there, but you can get an idea of what Howie's doing here. And we talked about the new signings. None of them were going to be over $5 million. And that is exactly what you're seeing here. So they can talk trash on Howie all they want. They can hate me for, trying to help them understand this stuff. But I think people are finally coming around to see, holy shit, this dude is the best GM in the game. And he knows what he's doing. I promise you. Well, there's money down the road. You don't know what that means. You have no idea what dead money is. Please stop talking about this stuff. It is truly insane to see all the people going out of their way to talk about things they have no idea what they're talking about. Now, with the cap space, we talk about those players that are missing. What did I say to you? Jake Elliott and Brandon Graham are going to save you some money. So you think, okay, that's going to put you up around $36 million, right? Then you're looking at guys like CJ Gardner-Johnson and Devin White. So Paris Campbell and Will Grier aren't going to cost you anything. You're replacing them with two people. So maybe 500,000 there. So that, again, you're still around 35 million-ish. Now you take Gardner-Johnson, Devin White, I would say maybe 4 and 3 million. We talked about this. 2.6 is what CJ Gardner-Johnson. I imagine Devin White going to be around the same thing. So look, they're going to give all kinds of different numbers. I still think they're going to be under 3 million, both White and Johnson, no matter what they are. So you're taking that 6 million and you're replacing it with two players. So that costs you about 4 million, right? And we're sitting at about 35. So around 31, if you're just doing the math off the top of your head. But again, I'll wait till those numbers are set in stone to give you a real number. I'm not like everyone else. I'm not just going to misinform you so you get excited. I want you to know what's actually going on, how this stuff actually works, so you can, just like Chris, be able to look at this stuff. When someone tells you, oh, we have this cat, you say, no. This is how it actually works. And I've been seeing all the hate-filled comments on my, every social media platform about, this is how cap works. I promise you have no idea what you're talking about. Just pay attention, because it would really go a long way for some of these people. But wild times, ESP getting everybody. Now everybody's an expert. Think Campbell and Grier end up signing league minimums as they won? Well, yeah, with Grier being a quarterback, maybe you think, oh, okay. But again, as I was just mentioning there, I can't see them being over more than that million to a 1.5 million mark that you're usually looking at for those back end kind of guys. And the same goes for Paris Campbell. So yeah, you're looking, like I said, at maybe 500,000 to a million, when you talk about those two going on the books, because again, you know how it works, Chris, and spread the good word, my man. But you just replace that with the two bottom hits, and the two bottom hits are usually around $1 million, right? So as we keep adding players, that will change. But if you remember the past years, I always put together the top 51 list. So every single mother effer on there, and you have every idea of what the cap looks like, what they're doing. You'll know everything. And ask Chris. He'll tell you, man. Just pay attention, and I got your back here, you sickos. We got money, baby. And Howie, if he wants to sign or trade for anyone, he can do that. And we will be when we get that damn trophy back, my man. Lil, appreciate you tuning in. A Roseman quote on his wall. No doubt I would too. He is a madman. And look, he's the best GM in the game. And I don't care what anybody says. I've gotten so much hate over the years for trying to teach people this stuff. And I don't care, because this is how it works. And you can be mad at me that cap space is real and that there is a way to do it. It might be complicated for you, but you sickos out there, I know you love it. And that's why I do this stuff. So please stop with the hate-filled messages just because you don't know what you're talking about. I am sorry that you refuse to listen and that you want to listen to dumb people. I can't do anything about that. You know what I mean? So, Liz, appreciate you tuning in. We're getting pumped up in these parts. We got cap space. We have enough to sign anyone we want, trade anyone. Oh, and by the way, I know somebody's going, well, you got to have 20 million for the draft picks. No, you don't. You need about 5 million, if that, because again, you're only replacing the ones that have higher cap hits than people on the top 51. So maybe 3 of your draft picks, 4 depends on where you're picking. If we trade up, do whatever, they will affect the cap. The other ones won't even matter. When you do that, you replace them with the bottom. So you would take 3 or 4 people, and dog, every year I do this, and people are telling me every year, it's not the math doesn't math. And it's like, well, the math doesn't math for you because you don't understand accounting. This is not just adding and subtracting here, folks. And I try to simplify it, but well, here we are 5 years later, still trying to teach people. It's insane. It's insane to me, but whatever, dude. I will continue to, hey, look, let them keep hating. I'll keep educating. It's got to be, we got to get that shirt made because, my God, here at the XFL, yeah, we'll have a show all about the new rules like we do every year. So I will definitely break that down. The Eagles push for that. Yeah, no doubt. Ball, the Bridge Class, but I just saw that. Yeah, man, holy crap. Definitely send all the prayers, good vibes, anything you guys got, because it's one of my biggest fears, going over bridges like that. Now I'm like, son of a bitch. So that's all 7 people were missing in the water. Oh, man, definitely going to be praying for them and their families. That is unfortunate news there. But, guys, I got to get going. I got to get back to work. But, look, man, that's the Cap Space. You guys have any questions, anything like that, anything on your mind? You want to know what I was just explaining? You didn't understand something? Please feel free to reach out. You don't have to be like those jerks that are out there always whining and have no idea how anything works. I'm here to help for free. Literally, I am just here to help. So tell ESP, tell Dan Cilio, if they want to continue learning how this stuff works, keep on tuning in and tell them I appreciate it. But if you guys got something from this, do me a favor, hit that like button. Daniel, my effing man, I appreciate you, dude. And look, you guys have any questions on this, I will happily answer them, but I'll be back next time we have an update. Anything else going on here, I will definitely, jump in front of it when I'm home from work. But tomorrow is Chelsea's birthday, so I don't have anything planned. If anything happens, I'll try to make like a quick live one or something, but I got a lot of plans for her, doing a lot of things. I'm not going to say anything because if she's watching, but that's my girl. So unless anything crazy happens, I don't know that you'll see me, but we might have another video tonight if I get something done. Just depends when I get off here. But Dan, appreciate you tuning in. Don, sorry, dude. Lost my voice, lost my train of thought. I can't think about anything. I got to get back to work, or I'd happily sit here and talk to you guys. But if you rewatch it, love to hear your thoughts. Love to hear any kind of questions you have. I will make a post so you can share all the pictures, show people where this information actually comes from, because I promise you, everybody is all of a sudden about to know how the cap space works. I love it. I'm about to go. And look, I've been really growing with this stuff. I'm a nut job. And just like with football, if you want me to learn something, I'm going to. So it's been insane, doing the physical stuff and then doing, trying to learn how to do the leads and give estimates and all this stuff. It's been insane, but truly enjoying it. But I got to get back to it. Losing my break here, but I love each and every one of you. Appreciate you taking the time, hitting the like button, subscribing, all that stuff. I cannot thank you guys enough, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. If you need anything, whether it be, talking about the cap or anything with free agency, life, whatever it may be, I'm always here for you, as you guys are for me. Hope you have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all take care, stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me now, go Birds!